Hello, my name is Steve, and today we're going to be running through Catholic Health Services' new secure text application called Practice Unite. Now, Practice Unite is available on both the mobile as well as the desktop. Today we're going to be running through the desktop version of the application. There will be an icon loaded for Practice Unite on all the computers at Catholic Health Services, including the WOW stations. Once you see the Practice Unite icon loaded on your desktop, you can go ahead and click on it. It's going to open up and take you to the main login screen that you see here. Now the main login screen is going to ask you to put in a username, a password, and select a hospital. Now under the hospital, you should see it says Catholic Health Services. If you do not see Catholic Health Services selected, you can click on the drop down and search for the other organizations. Once you've selected Catholic Health Services, you're going to enter your username and password. For your username and password, you're going to enter the same network credentials that you would to log into the desktops at Catholic Health Services. Once you've inputted that information, go ahead and click on Login. It's now going to take you into the main dashboard of Practice Unite. Again, the basis of Practice Unite is for you to be able to securely communicate with your colleagues. Practice Unite is HIPAA compliant and you can share patient information, all the PHI, and not worried about being leaked. All the information is encrypted and is secure. So in order to send a message, I would click on the contacts/secure text icon that you would see here, or you can click on the secure text bubble up here. You'll see a little number 1 up here that signifies that I have received a new message. If I want to go ahead and receive that new message, I would simply click on the secure text bubble, and it is now going to take me into my main messenger. So on the left-hand side of the messenger, you'll see Recents tab, and these will be all your recent conversations, with the most recent one being at the top of the screen. If I want to go ahead and read that message that came in, I would look at the conversation that has the flag next to it, click on the person's name, in which my conversation will then open. If I want to view that new message that came in, I could go ahead and click on View. Now, if you look at my previous messages here, it will give you a timestamp of when the message was sent, and it will also give you a timestamp of when the receiver actually read your message. So this will let you know if you sent a message over to someone and they didn't reply to you, you'll still at least get that information to know if your message was opened up and read, and at what time it was read. If I want to then reply to this person's conversation, I could go and type in the reply field and respond back to them. It's as simple as sending a normal text. Now, just like an email, in the To field, you could type as many names as you would like to start a group conversation. So if I want to start a new conversation, I'm going to click on New Message in the upper right-hand corner. So in that To field, I'm going to start typing the name of people that I want to send a message to. Now, as I'm searching for people, I can search for them by their first name or their last name. And as I start to type someone's name, it's going to pull up a list of all the people that it correlates with at Catholic Health Services, so that you can differentiate between some people who may have the same name. You can differentiate for them by their degree, their department, their specialty, as well as their practice. So once you found all the names of the people that you want to send a message to, again, simply type in the reply field the message that you want to send and click Send. Now to get back to the main screen, we're going to click on the Catholic Health Services logo in the upper left-hand corner. Now you'll see here on the left-hand side a tab called Contacts. If I click on Contacts, it's going to pull up all the people at Catholic Health Services who are currently using the application. Now as we scroll through the list, we'll see some users that have a green dot, some that have nothing next to the name, and some that may have a red dot. So the green dot will signify that a user has actively downloaded the application and they're on it and they're currently using the application. They are available to receive a message. The users that have a red dot, this signifies that they have downloaded the application, but they've set themselves as unavailable for that particular time. Now, when someone is unavailable, you still have the ability to send them over a message. It's just letting you know as a sender that the receiver may not respond back to you right away because they're busy at that particular time. So you want to think of it as like an away message. Typically, someone would set themselves as away if they're maybe on vacation, or if a surgeon is going into surgery, or a provider is with a patient's family and they don't want to be bothered by a secure text tone coming in. So they will still receive that message, but they're just not going to get the audible tone to be bothered with at that particular time. So once we're under contacts here, you do have the ability to search for that person unless you want to scroll through and you're able to find that person's name here. So when you find that person, there's a few more functions that you'll see under contacts. You see you have the ability to click and view their info. So by clicking on view info, it's going to pull up that particular person's profile. So whatever information we have for that particular person, it will pull up. So if you have a department or specialty, which insurance plans that they accept, their office number, as well as their office location, all that information you'll be able to find under that particular user's profile. Okay. Now, if I want to get back to the main screen again, we're going to click on this Catholic Health Services logo in the upper left-hand corner. Another function of Practice Unite that will be coming live within the next couple months across all the hospitals at Catholic Health Services is a live on-call schedule. So now the live on-call schedule will allow you to be able to view all the different departments at your hospital. So if you want to see the schedule who's currently on call right now for cardiology, for pulmonology, you'll be able to do so. So again, you'll have all those departments and it will correspond to the physician who is currently on call, and then you'll be able to send them over a direct message. Now, there's a couple more functions here that you'll see. Feedback is an icon that you use, just like when a new message comes in and you see the little number 1, you'll see a flag that will pop up on feedback if there's any new feedback questions come in. Now, these questions will come directly from us just to see how users are doing with the application, to see what they like about it, to see some feedback that we can get in ways that we can improve the application. Again, these are just questions that we want to hear your feedback so that way we can provide the end user with a better product. Now, if you have any questions or concerns, you can always contact our support team. Make sure that you contact Practice Unite support team. There's no need to contact Catholic Health Services. We will be able to handle those requests 24/7. You can contact us via our number as well as our email. There's also a training icon which has PDFs and one-pagers that have go through the different functionality of both the mobile application as well as the desktop application. So if there's something that you need to refer to or find a little bit more information about, you can always go to training and find those guides within here. Okay. As a desktop user, you're going to be loaded on the application. When you're using the application, you're going to want to have yourself set as available. Okay. So you'll see your name located at the top of the screen, and then you're going to always want to make sure that when you're using it, you select yourself as available. That will put a green dot next to your name. Now, when you're logging out of the desktop, you're going to see the logout in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. So when you click on logout, it's going to ask you, do you want to change your presence to unavailable, and log out. Now, if you click on yes, it's going to change you over to unavailable. This way it'll let other users know that you may not be in front of the computer at that particular time, so that way they don't expect you to respond back right away. So if I'm logging out, I'm going to go ahead and click on yes, and I'm going to log out of the application and move on. Thank you very much for tuning in, guys. And again, if you have any questions at all, make sure that you can contact our support team, and have a great day.